I'm sort of debating on whether or not to go ahead and paint this. I'm kind of studying on it. A little bit curious about what it would look like with some paint on it. And I'm also aware that you can kind of spend your whole life trying to polish something that ain't nothing into, well, what's the Bible verse say? You can't make a silk purse out of a sow's ear. Yeah, this might be as close as I can get, I don't know. But I think I might try putting some paint on there. I need to go get some acetone carburetor cleaner to clean this with if I'm going to do that. So let me go to clean my can with. Let me go do that.
Someone's in the kitchen with Dinah. Someone's in the kitchen, I know. Someone's in the kitchen with Dinah. Drumming on the old banjo. Fee-fi, filly-I-O, fee-fi, filly-I-O. Fee-fi, filly-I-O, strumming on the old banjo. 'Cause I've been working on the railroad all the long day.
Okay, so I painted the pot. It looks pretty good so far. And I didn't get any paint on the neck, or maybe I did. It might be a little overspray. But I can't tell, and I don't want to touch it. But I got the backside painted, and I taped off this little piece of mother of pearl right there. So best thing I can do now is walk away from it and leave it alone. Now I could go ahead and take these metal screws up there and rinse them out. Me and my camera. I could take these screws up there and go ahead and rinse them out, but I think what I'd rather do is just leave them in this bag, let them soak overnight. The more they soak, in my humble mind and way of thinking, the more they soak, the more rust will come off of them. That's what I think in my little mind there. I don't know if that's truly accurate or not, but sometimes you just go with what you got. That's what I got. So I almost feel like, they make these things that are tumblers, and they tumble rocks and they smooth the edges off rocks. I almost feel like I'd like to load all these into a tumbler and let them tumble around some, but probably not really the best. Well, I don't have one anyway, but anyway. All right. I think I'll call that it. A little early in the day to be knocking off, but I don't want to touch anything because it's wet with paint. I don't think there's anything I could do. I could have brought a magnet. I wonder, I don't have a magnet down here, do I? I don't think I do, but if I had, I would test all these. I'm pretty sure these are going to be brass, but like I say, I don't have a magnet down here that I can think of, so I'll have to remember to bring one next time I come down. Okay, I'm going to stop talking now. If I have reached the point where I hope I've reached, I should be able to start putting this back together next time I come down here. That's going to be my plan. We'll see how that goes. Oh, the joy. Good morning, tubers. I've got my painted neck and my painted hoop ring, whatever you want to call that, the pot, sitting here with the heat kind of blowing on it. This paint didn't dry as good as it should have last night, probably because it was cold in here when I shut the heater off and after I painted that. So while that's drying, I decided to work on this. I'm going to make a little ring to go under the skin on the pot. It needs to be about the size of this ring, which will go over the outside of the pot, and maybe just a hair shorter. And what I'm doing right now is cutting this piece of wire. I'm going to match it up to where it needs to go to in order to fit inside the ring. And then I'm going to cut it, I believe right here is the place to cut it. And then I'm going to clamp it here. I might need to take off one little tiny bit more. So that's the ring that will sit on top of the pot. And then we got this other ring that will go, oh, I didn't tell you, I found the postal envelopes I was looking for. These are them. And as small as this pot is, I believe I might could put like this part here and not get any of the writing on there. Which is kind of cool. You know, I had thought about it. Maybe it would be cool to have the writing on it. But also, maybe it'd be cool if it didn't. So, yeah, anyway. So, I'm going to leave this sit here. What I can do next, and I do want to show you this. This is those same pieces of hardware that I put vinegar on last night. And I want to show it to you before and after. So, this is what we had, what we have. Ooh, the smell just got me. And it's been sitting all night. So what I'm going to do is take it up to the house and wash it under the spray. And I'm going to bring it back down here and show you what that looks like. So this is what they look like after I've rinsed them off. And I think what I might do is take a little WD-40. WD-40 is pretty good for chasing water. But it might be good also, because what's going to happen if you think about it, and this used to come up when I used to work for the stripping company I was telling you about earlier, is that you strip everything off of a piece of metal and what you have is bare steel, which rusts really quickly. It can rust just from the moisture in the air, or in this case I just rinsed them with water, so they had moisture on them. So by putting the WD-40 on there, that chases the water away. It'll give them time to dry without the rust forming. And also I don't plan to paint these. I had thought about doing a clear coat over them but decided against it. So the WD-40 will kind of evaporate and it'll be as if it were dry later, but they'll still have that little bit of rust over it, which is a good thing. Oh, the joy.